Hi, EO Global Speakers Academy. My name is Victor Treviño. I've been a member of EO Guadalajara for the last 3 years. For more than 30 years, I've been a serial entrepreneur in the telecommunications industry. As Alan Whiting states in his famous book written back in 1984, the United States and Mexico are today still distant neighbors. Mexico and the US are mutually their main trading partners. We share a border more than 3,000 kilometers in length, which in perspective is the same length as from Madrid to Stockholm. But at the same time, the per capita GDP of the United States is 8 times larger than Mexico's. Do you know which is the second city with the most Mexicans in the world? The first one is Mexico City, of course, but the second one is Los Angeles. This phenomenon, unique in the world, has created, amongst other things, the world's largest telecommunications market. Telephone calls between Mexico City and LA. Early in my professional career, in the mid-1990s, long-distance telephone calls used to cost around $1 a minute. Telecommunications technology was evolving at a very fast pace, and a very interesting opportunity presented before me. I had partnered with Telecom Italia to build a packet switching data network between LA and Mexico City. The network was state-of-the-art, ready to receive a wide number of corporate customers. Remember, the internet, as we know it today, didn't exist back then. The network was brand new with very few users. One of them was the Vatican. When I discovered that voice, that is telephone calls, could be converted into data packets and transmitted over this network, a fantastic opportunity unveiled. We could convert calls originated by Mexicans in Los Angeles waiting to call their families back home into packets, send them over to Mexico City, and convert them again to voice as a local call. This lowered the cost from $1 to a minute to less than 5 cents. Immediately, we acquired thousands of telephone lines in order to allow people to call at a lower cost. It was a huge success. We also partnered with a company based in the San Francisco Bay Area in California, who became our sales agents, which became public in 1996. Expansion of the network was on its way until Thanksgiving Day a year later in 1997. I received a call from our network operations team. All of our network was down. I asked if they had detected what was going on, if it was a technical problem, but the customer care agents at Telmex, the telecommunications monopoly in Mexico back then, had told my team that I should call their COO. This was not a technical problem, but was due from orders from above. Telmex had detected a substantial decrease in the volume of phone calls they were receiving from AT&T in the United States. We had made a substantial dent in their revenues. I showed up at Telmex headquarters in Mexico City. I was escorted to their chief operating officer's office, where he told me he has orders from his president and COO to grab me by the balls. Surprisingly, this is how a great business got started. But to know how it evolved and what happened next, you will have to accept me as a participant in EO's Global Speakers Academy.